to... Well, offensively powerful Toki's good at wiping the board, and that deck wants to establish a board.
Exactly.
So. Who am I playing?
You are on Nibirius.
Nibirius. Oh, okay. I was just talking about these.
So we got new rules, too.
Yeah. I guess we'll start those. That's more or less at the beginning of this pod. Not quite, but pretty close to the beginning of the pod. So it's not like we're tainting the results of the whole tournament.
I don't think we had many things that would have been affected by...
There were several Archimedes plays that probably...
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough. I think a lot of times those Archimedes decks were very far ahead most of the time.
When that happened.
So... Mortivus.
That raid. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
We got a chainbound this weekend. Somebody else joined our local group, and I think I convinced them to come. So that's good.
Cool.
I'll talk to some more people.
One of the guys at work is like very interested in the game. He's been like watching us off and on.
Yeah.
And I told him like, hey, these happen like every 2 weeks. I can just give you a deck. It's literally free.
Yeah, we have so many.
Yeah, you show up and you're a body and you want to play Keyforge, I will give you a deck to play.
Yep.
So.
I would literally just give someone a deck forever. I have so many extra more sealed preps, and I have 7 unopened decks that
I can no longer say,
or 7. They're opened, but they're not out of their packaging.
I can no longer say that every deck that I've opened I've played. That was like one of my favorite parts about this game. Is that, I played every deck, but because of sealed events and whatnot, that is no longer true. So
that's why we got to offload those decks we haven't played. Yeah, I haven't played the same deck in a Chainbound twice, and I don't think anyone at our Chainbounds has played the same deck twice. So we haven't really experienced Chainbound. It's more like we've gone to some Keyforge events. I think I'm going to bring the same deck though.
I mean, I think that's probably more indicative of Chainbound than
maybe people
the
trying stuff out.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
I have an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I want to play a new deck, honestly, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. I think I mulligan this hand.
I will keep this hand.
That was my thoughts too, Lord Farquaad. I just want to see how, I have one deck that I really like, and I just want to see how far I can get with it, with chains.
I mean, I think playing with chains also gives you a better idea for adaptive.
Yes,
which I think is important, because I think we need to use our bully pulpit to push
single game adaptive.
Because that sounds like a fun format.
You're first?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I will play a Dust Imp, and I'll tell you go ahead.
Well, I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Equalize, and say go.
Well, okay. So that's actually, this is like one of those things where I think an Archon, let me see that deck list. What does it logically make sense for you to have in your hand if all you do is Equalize and do nothing else? So, I think it's possible that you have 3 Fates and Shadow of Dis in your hand. Maybe a Flex. Maybe a Burn the Stockpile. You did mulligan, so you might have just like a bad hand that doesn't do anything. So I think you have to have a hand without any creatures in it. Or very few creatures. Possibly a Coward's End. Okay, so I am going to say, instead of doing the play I want to do, I'm gonna say, no. I'm gonna do the. Okay, so I'm gonna use this play. I'll say Dis. I'm gonna Reap with the Dust Imp. I'm gonna play a Schuler. I'm gonna play 2 Not Finished with Use and shuffle nothing in because I have nothing to shuffle in.
Okay,
and that'll be my turn, and I'll draw 3.
All right. I'll say Brobnar. I'll play Ogo Pogo. I'm going to play a Into the Fray on Ogo Pogo. I'll play a Gengar Chieftain to fight the Schuler.
Okay. Shoot the dust imp.
Shoot the dust imp. Ready Ogopogo. And then he will flex.
Okay.
For 3. And I'm going to discard Coward's End. And you can go.
Okay, so I did call the Coward's End in the flex.
Yep.
Okay. I could have played like a slightly more expansive hand there. Like I could have played more things. Like put more stuff on the board. Okay. I will say Dis. I'm going to play Exhume. And we'll get the Schuler. And then I'm going to play Exhume.
Jeez.
And we'll get the Dust Imp.
God.
Alright, I'll say check with 8. I kind of walked into a burn the stockpile if you have it, but your turn. I will draw 2. You just used 5 Brobnar cards though, so.
Right. I'll say Sanctum and play Maruk and a Bond. That's it.
Okay. I will Forge. I am going to say I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play a Calphine and a Groggins, and then I'm going to Blood Money the Bond. Which would actually have been funny with your Equalize, because you could have like moved it to a dude I'm less likely to kill.
Yeah.
And your turn. I'll draw 3, or spread it amongst like dudes. So.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll say Dis. I'll play Shadow of Dis.
Okay, so my guys are blank.
I will play 3 Fates, which will get Groggins, Ogopogo, and Calphine.
Okay.
And I will Binding Irons you.
Okay.
And play Dust Imp. And that's it.
Alright, so my guys are blank until the end of the turn. So I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Quantum Finger Trap. I am going to play Archimedes. I will play Helper Bot. I will play Groggins. And then I'm going to Bouncing Death Quark.
Oh, jeez.
So we'll get Helper Bot and the Bond. We're going to get Schuler and the Maruk. And
Helperbot's blank.
Helperbot is blank.
Yep. And
Archimedes is blank. They're all blank.
Yep.
I'll still do that. I'll still get the Helperbot and the Schuler to get a Bond and Maruk.
Okay. So you got the 2 from Bond.
Yeah. And that's that. I will draw 3.
Okay.
And tell you go ahead.
I will say Sanctum.
Yeah, that turn could have been a lot better.
That's actually not good. So I'll say Dis. Play Tesmal. Play Exhume. For Maruk. Dust Imp will Reap. And I'll say check with 7.
Okay. I am going to say Dis. I'm going to play a Lash of Broken Dreams.
I wonder if Dominator does actually come in stunned based on that Silvertooth ruling. Silvertooth says enters play ready, and Dominator says enters play stunned. So that part of his text might not be blank, right?
Gotcha.
Maybe. It's the same wording. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to Pain Reaction the Tesmal. He takes 2. Dust Imp is going to reap. I'm tempted to like crash Dust Imp in there to get the 2, but I think reaping is just fine. You've got dudes from 3 different houses, so it's not like you can fight Archimedes efficiently there. So I'll say check with 6. I will draw 2 and drop a chain.
Okay, I'll say Sanctum. I'll forge. Play Abade. Play Lion. I'll play Lion there. I will one stood against many. Actually, I'll attack Archimedes.
Okay.
To get the elusive. Then I'll one stood against many. Maruk. So ready, fight Archimedes. Capture 1. Ready, fight Dust Imp. Takes 2. Ready. And then he'll reap. And that's it. Wait, none of these winning decks have shadows. How can this be? Maybe found that shadows is kind of hit or miss.
Shadows is real spotty in AOA. I think Shadows is not broken in AOA.
No, it's not broken.
Like, not at all. There are some really annoying Shadows cards, and there are some... I think that Shadows combos well with other houses better. Like, Shadows and Mars are pretty good together.
Yeah. And Logos.
Whistling Darts, like, into a Mars Needs Amber, pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So I think Shadows is balanced in this set, strangely enough. So I'm going to do some next level plays here. I'm going to say Sanctum. I'm going to Quantum Finger Trap, and we're going to swap Gengar Chieftain and Maruk.
Or Lion.
A Lion. And I'm going to standardize testing. So 4, 4, 4, 7, 5. So it'll annihilate those guys. And then I guess I get wrecked by stupid burn stockpile here. But say check with 9, draw 1, lose my last chain.
Nope, I don't have burn stockpile. So,
oh yeah.
I'll say Brobnar. I will sound the horns.
Little Nif is good, but I think Little Nif is balanced.
Yeah, Little Nif's fine. Little Nif is great with Brobnar. Yeah, you're right. So I got a Groggins with that. Play Groggins, play Foozle, play Calfine. Say check with 6.
Didn't want to reap with Chieftain?
Oh yeah, reap with Chieftain. Yes.
Alright, so I will forge.
Yep. Also found it interesting that I hadn't thought about this, but if you have a neighbor of Little Nif and they die fighting, you still get to steal the Amber. I didn't think about that until
Z pointed it out when we played, because he had a Little Nif in one of his decks.
His ability is still triggering. It's not giving the neighbor that ability. Yeah.
All right, see if we can do it. I'm going to I'm gonna say Dis. I'm gonna play a Pit Lord. I'm gonna use the Lash. Then I'm gonna Exhume. And I'm gonna Exhume perhaps. Do I get a Dis? Or do I get Helper Bot to get one of the non-discards out of my hand? I'll go with Helper Bot so that I can play this Groggins.
Okay.
And I'll say check with 6, and it'll be your turn. I will draw 4.
So, no, I won't Forge Lash. Okay. I'll say Brobnar. I'll play Grunt Buggy. I will Blood of the Titans on Calphine. He's going to smash into Pit Lord, I think.
Okay.
And that'll kill Helper Bot. Foozle will Reap. Chieftain and Groggins will Reap. And that is my turn. Check with a bunch.
I'm going to say Logos. I'm going to standardize testing, which has been incredible this game.
God.
I am going to play a Time Traveler.
Jeez.
I will poke the Groggins. I'm going to play Archimedes. I'm going to put Rocket Boots on Groggins. And it is your turn. I will say check with 8. I will draw 3.
That's all Forge for +1. I will say Dis. I'll play Anguish, play Schuler, play Amber Imp, and I'll play a Banish, I think on Groggins. And I'll say go. Check with 8.
I'm set up for the stupid burn the stockpile.
It's in the discard pile now.
I'll play Dust Imp, and I'll play a Lash, and it's your turn. Draw 1.
Okay. So you lashed me. Okay. I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Sigil. I will play Hadroth's Wall. I'll play Prince Derek, which will give me 3.
Jeez, the Amber.
I'll Blinding Light for Logos.
Oh.
And I'll discard Opal Knight. And that's it.
I can't stop you, so let's go.
Man.
That was a comeback.
Yeah.
Oh, Grunt Buggy.
Ooh.
Still hate losing that card. I love playing that card.
At least this deck finishes you soon after the Grunt Buggy is played.
It does generate a shitload of amber.
It does, yeah.
And it fought for the board pretty well, despite me killing 7 creatures with standardized testing and other stuff. I think it came down to the Shadow Dis. Is what it came down to.
Because that really hurt that turn a lot.
Yeah. If I had played an extra dude, I have a Shadow of Dis, which I don't know if it would have mattered in that game, but this deck has a Shadow of Dis too. I don't know if there was ever a time where it would have mattered, but did not draw it. So
Grump Buggy decks are some of the most comeback-able decks, right?
Right. Well, that was the thing. Like, I just killed a bunch of dudes, and I was like, I'm done with this guy. I don't need to look at him anymore. But you just kept playing guys.
Right.
I went for the Pit Lord turn because it was going to put me to 6. And I had Lash, so I felt like worst case.
You're just calling Dis.
I can call Dis.
So you're on He That Borsley Provides, and I'm on Quanhala.
Okay.
That was a really good game, though.
Yeah. Just sucks to lose that kind of game.
Right.
One it's just that close. Because it was an amber off, right?
Yeah.
You made my keys cost. No, I was 2 off because you made my keys cost 9 and I was at 7. So
this deck does have Hypnotic Command. Just FYI.
That's the big amber control in that deck. I think it's like relatively light otherwise.
Oh yeah. It's got Forge Master Og too.